and welcome to another video by me, by fucking Scott Bicklewood. I don't give a shit what you think. I'm not ungrateful, I'm the main bitch. And I'm actually really nice and humble, and I can be so nice when I fucking want to be. When a bitch comes at my fucking face as a rude as fucking shit, I'll come at you like fucking ton of bricks, and I'll tell you to piss right off. I get daggers all around the room, all the fucking time, and here's my Mac. I went into humble Mac, and I went in there, trying to get my foundation I fucking use. I actually can afford it, I've got a pot to fucking piss in. Even though I don't do much, I don't have a career or anything like that. But I've got the money, squabbling out. Look at this room. I bet you haven't got fuck all, but you're in a piss poor squalor squat, and I've got a big fucking camera. Get the fuck out of it! I have a nice attitude. I'm so humble when I enter rooms. Now I've got here this MAC Prolong Wear, so I went to go and buy it one day. I'm going to tell you the story, why I apply it. Well, yes, why I fucking apply the makeup, so I can prove to you that I am a guy that loves makeup. I'm very androgynous, very glamour, and very non-old. And basically, the story starts. I was in my local city. I'm not going to mention where because it's very uncomfortable. Because if I go back, it might get a little bit awkward and BOE, and it might get more daggers than it originally daggered. Okay, so it was a new store, yes, and it was a humble store, and it was MAC. And I went in for my original, this Prolong Wear foundation. As you can see, I'm applying it as you do. And I'm just going to put it around the room. I love applying MAC for just day to day, because it is a very day-to-day foundation with thick fucked up skin like mine, and I'm very haggard, and I've got a big full line of hair. Ugh, I've got to whack it out of the way. I'm going to just apply the MACs on. Basically, so, yes. Oh my god, you don't want to know, you want to fucking click off already, I'm so fucking bored. Basically, I had a very sexist and awkward MAC experience. I just waddled my arse in, like you fucking do, right? A little bit more blob. And basically, I just went into MAC thinking, I'm going to get my new foundation, and I was like, I'm going to fucking get it quick, because I want to get out already, because I'm the kind of person, I get my sunglasses on, I get in the store, I grab what I know what I want to get, and I want to get the fuck out, because I know my shade, I fucking know my foundation, I'm here applying it because I fucking know what I'm doing. So I swallowed in, I squabbled right on it. Ugh, I've got to get my neck up. I am the kind of person that gets such rude and negative, like, I get such negative vibes from people. I don't know how to fucking explain. I put my sunglasses on, I go in the shops, I get what I want, because I need to get it fast, because I've got anxiety, because I don't want to be there in the situation, and people just don't like the fact that I don't want to be there, I want to leave, I want to go home. They don't like it, and they come at me like a fucking ton of bricks, and they squabble about me just being me, doing what I want to do, because you do you, and you're fucking there. As a sales assistant, I'm actually the best sales assistant you can fucking get. I do the job correct, I do what I've got to do, I be very nice to everyone, I act very simple, I help out when I see someone that's in trouble or needs a bit of help, I help the fuck out, because that's what I do. I feel like I've got to help people, and I want to help people because I don't want them to leave feeling awkward and not wanting to come back. That's what you got to do as a sales assistant. As a person that's dealing with makeup, you are dealing with people's face. You are dealing with different personalities. You're dealing with different fucking people in different worlds, and they all have different, like, they have different budgets, different everything. And like, when I come into a place, do you think I'm poor as fucking a peasant? No, you think I've got somewhat of a pot to piss in. You think I'm coming in, I'm going to buy your old Mackie dog's muck. And basically, I went to the store with, you don't expect it to happen to you, but when it does, you don't know what to say, and it's so awkward as fuck. I feel like I have the vibes of just like, come at me fucking out like a ton of bricks and just treat me like a piece of shit. That's what basically happens to me, and whenever I don't expect something awkward to happen, I'll tell you now, it happens. My favourite MAC product is this Prolong Wear concealer. I have used fuck loads. It's so light. It's kind of the right shade. I feel like it does, for me, I would get a little bit darker because it's so light, and I just apply with a finger, I squabble it basically on like that, and I just press it around for a bit. I do sponge over after. It's so, look, that is so fucking light, and too much does come out of the pump personally for me. MAC do need to do something about that, but other than that, it does apply very well. Like, it doesn't crease as much as it should. It can crease, it can go on your eyelashes and look dry. That's one of the bad things about it. It can be a bit too light, yes, but I do feel like it does help out with my dark circles, so. I had to just get ready to feel a little bit better. Now basically, for me, MAC is a brand that was from college many years ago, you know, in the old days, and basically from the old, like SBC, a cheap college make, it has become big because it's been around so long, like L'Oreal, it's been around so fucking long, 50 fucking years, maybe more, and now it's become a big brand. That is what MAC is, because it's so plain, the packaging's just sort of there, they squabble about giving you a pump, you gotta pay. Basically, the whole aim of it was a college brand, they got so big throughout the whole years, and now it's become a big professional brand because they can put the fucking price bang on it and make you spend a little bit more. And my story is not to do with all that, but it's about the sexism I got from when I went in the store. And it was very awkward, very uncomfortable. I wanted to leave, I wanted to come and fucking throw it off and go. Basically, I waddled my ass, yes, into the fucking store. I went on in. I've been telling you this part of the fucking story for a while now. I went in, and I just walked in the door. Opened the big doors, they were glass. I was like, oh, I feel glad, I feel non-old, non-cheap. And I went right on in. And when I waddled in, I walked around the corner. All I got, there were two women, one at the till, one sat her ass on the seat. And they both twist of eyeball, turn round, right at me, daggers! Daggers right at my fucking eyes, but I had sunglasses on, they were circles. They were daggering at me, and I just sort of looked, and I walked past, hair like that, and I just head held high, and I just walked past and I thought, you can't give me fucking daggers in a fucking store, you're meant to be a fucking style assistant, you're meant to be open arms, like, letting me in. So they gave me daggers, I walked towards my foundation, and the girl got up her arse out the seat, she got her fucking arse up and went, hello, is there any help I could give you? Nice tone, she was very nice this morning, very nice, but she did give daggers at the start, so I was a little bit like, yeah, I'm fine, I know what I'm looking for. And she's like, can I help you? And I was like, I want to get the foundation, the Pro Long Wear, but in a good shade, because I've had it in X10, basically the lightest 10, got it here. It wasn't Pro Long Wear, but I got it in X10 Studio Fix, and it was too light that I looked like a crusty, dry piece of shit. Basically, you've got to get the right shade or it will go so fucking dry on your face. And yeah, she was the one that recommended me before this MAC Studio Fix in an X10 18, and fuck, that is the worst piece of shit. It's so fucking orange, out of control. But then I actually ended up liking it. At the first I was like, it's too orange, but then it suited me in the summer. But this is X15 or something along the X, I'm saying X all the time, but it is actually SPF 10, which is shite. It's Pro Long Wear, Studio Fix, NW15. This one's in NW15, this one's in NW18. I'm saying X, I don't know what I'm going on about. But yes, basically it's NWs, and NWs for me, I have to get an NW 15 because I get 18, it's too orange. If I get NW10, it's too light, so I've got to get the right NW15. But I've had times in there where they've got me the wrong shade, which wasn't their fault because at the time my skin was different, and in time it changed. I want to get a reasonable, good tone NW15 because then I can add bronzer on to add either the darkness or the lightness or, you know, the contour, whatever. But yeah, that was a total different time. Those times were fine, but this was the different time where I just felt negative vibes, not by the girl that was serving me, by the girl at the till, because she was giving the rawest, cheapest daggers you could ever fucking imagine. And this girl was helping me, this other one, and I said, yeah, I'm looking for NW15. And the other girl from the till said, no. And she looked over and she said, could you take your glasses off? And I said, no. I said, I don't want to take my glasses off. And she said, well, we can analyse your skin better then to get a better choreograph of your skin. I said, yeah, but don't they normally, they check by the neck? And I said, I don't really want to put any more foundation on my foundation because it will go dry and old. And she looked at the other sales assistant like, dry and old, what do you mean? I said, well, if I put too much on, it will go full fucking piss-ridden, cheap, dry and old. And she sort of said, oh, okay. And she looked like she wanted to say something else, but she didn't say something else, which was quite thankful at the fucking time. But then I was just like, so I smiled and I said, can I just get my NW15, the Pro Long Wear, please? And then they got me out of the desk, they just scribbled down her ass and get down and get the foundation out of the desk because they keep it all locked up because they don't want peasants robbing the testers. Well, I would never do that. I'm not like that. I'm kind of the person that would kind of bad because I've got a little bit of money in my pocket, even though I don't have a career or anything like that. But yeah, and yeah, so then I squabbled to the till. That's when it got a bit sexist and awkward, where it didn't actually happen to my fucking face, but I just got the negative vibes from this one cashier. She kept looking and just looking, and then she was like, the security guard did come over, she was there, the security guard came over, and he, oh my god, full throttle daggers. I've never had it so much in my life. It's just, guys, they seem to give me daggers, and they seem to look like undershot, and it's very, very fucking awkward. But then I was like, why are they giving me daggers? And so while the girl was getting the makeup ready to the till, I said, I just want to quickly look at one of the concealers. And she was like, okay. And she went over to the till with the other girl, and then I was there looking at the concealers because I thought I'd get a Pro Long Wear concealer as well, because I've got the Studio Fix concealer and the Pro Long Wear, and I want a little bit more, and I want to get in the right shade this time because my shade's really, really light under the eyeball sockets, as you've seen. So when I was doing that, I went back to the till, and I heard, while I was back, I heard one of the girls going, why is he wearing makeup? Sort of like, it was like a muffled to the other girl, and I was there, and I turned my neck round and went, excuse me, and I walked up to the till, and when I walked up to the till, she went, not being rude, but why do you wear makeup? No! I was there like, number one, that's a really rude question to ask me, and I'm not going to answer it. And number two, yeah, I do like makeup, and it's what I want to do, and it's me being me doing me, so I didn't even want to answer your question, and I was getting served at this point, so it was so fucking awkward, the awkwardness, and I just felt that it was a sexist attack. I felt like I wasn't allowed to buy the makeup. I felt real intimidated. I felt like I had to leave, basically. I felt the whole eyeballs were on me, and it just got so fucking awkward from there, and it was that awkward silence where she was like doing the till, and it was like she was looking at me, analysing me to fuck around my face, and I was there like, oh my god, I want to leave, and that's all I thought through my head is I want to leave now and never come back to the store again. I just felt they were just being like sexist towards me for buying makeup, and I felt uncomfortable, and I thought that they would be okay with like a guy wearing makeup and stuff, and I just felt so fucking awkward out of my brain. I wanted to basically cut my throat off and leave, and that's basically what I did. I got out of that shop as fast as fucking possible, and I knew I have to order online from now on, never go back in the store. It's so fucking awkward. It's kind of one of those situations where you've got to be in the situation to understand what I mean by fucking awkward, out of control, and I'd never been I've had so many fucking awkward daggers. Like I was in the Boots once before, and she gave me the full throttlest, biggest daggers out of control. Her and the reception, like this, looking up and down, thinking I was cheap as shit. And I thought, love, have you seen your fucking self? You're a hag, and I'm as young and fresh as shit going along. I'm glad I'm not old, and you're a piece of shit coming at me like a bitch. And the train station, I've had so many fucking people are so rude to me. It's so unbearable. Like I've had sexism in Mac, I've had daggers in Boots, what have I had? At the train station, the guy was being so fucking rude. I was like, can't I wait another week to get the ticket? And he was like, you can have it now, because that's our system. And I was like, oh my god, you're meant to be working with the people, you are there for the people, and you're treating us like a piece of shit. I feel like I am a victim of customer service. I get the most worst customer service that is unbelievable. The sales assistants were whispering behind my fucking back about me. I felt disgusted. I know it wasn't that much, it was just asking, why do you wear makeup? Probably me to say, oh, I'm a makeup artist, but I thought, I'm not fucking answering your question, it's so fucking rude. I do it for me, I'm not doing it for anyone else. It's for me to feel better about me, because I feel like a victim around this world, and it's so unbearable. And I just thought, no bitch, you can't fucking ask me that question. It's me to ask that question for me, and I'm just so angry, and I felt like I just wanted to go mad, basically. But I didn't go mad, I was casual about the situation. I didn't, but did answer the question. Like, I left it with an automatic pause. Basically, I'm not going to fucking answer your question, but I've answered your question, bitch. And I thought, I'm not going to your fucking store again, especially that store, and I'm not telling you what store, because I don't want to go back in there, because it's fucking awkward. And next I'm going to film my experience going in Mac, and I'm going to tell you if I get the rawest daggers. I do believe you're not allowed to film, but I'm going to have a secret hidden camera on me, filming that fucking store, and I'm going to get raw daggers. I want to get this awkward customer service proof on the fucking camera, because proof is the fucking pudding in this world. And my story could be a story to help others that are getting these, like, it's unprofessional. They're meant to be sales assistants, right? And they're meant to be makeup artists, but they look full coverage, cuddling piece of shit. Look at my makeup, it's fresh, it's clean, it's good for work. Theirs is like black eyeshadow, it's pissing, and you get a finger and you could rip it off. Like, it's so cheap, they're using so fucking much, it looks so old. You look haggard but bagged and just looks so cheap as shit. I can't explain. Basically, it just looks so old, and I just don't want to talk about it anymore. I think it's a subject I will have to get proof about, because I feel like my word is just a camera word to the world, and I need fucking proof and evidence, because that's what you've got to have in this world. And I'm just going to leave the subject here for now, and I'm just going to leave it for now, guys, and see you soon on the next video, peasants. And I hope this doesn't happen to you, this sexism. I just feel like that everyone gives me shit about me being me, and it's really annoying now, and I'm just going to go on living my life, and I hope you guys live your lives, and I hope nothing. Tell me about what has happened to you before at a counter. Like, I swear, me at a counter, I'm the nicest person. I help out. I do get awkward, but I want people to not feel awkward. I want people to feel like okay and want to come back to the store, so that's what I do. And I don't want people to have this happening to them. It's not nice, and you don't feel good about yourself, and I make people feel good, and I just want to get out there my experience, and hopefully you have a good experience in life as well, and see you soon.